What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? Appreciate you guys stopping out. If this is your first time watching, right now you're watching Tech Talk with Chris. This is the Amazon Live edition, but we got the YouTube crowd watching today, so we appreciate you guys stopping in. Hopefully, you guys are doing great. Man, it's been a few days. I'm super excited to get back with you guys. I hate when I gotta be away for a while. First shout out already, Gary Maxwell Senior. What's going on, man? Appreciate the follow. Appreciate you dropping that in. Everybody just jumping in. This channel, we talk about everything tech, gaming, and streaming related. We're super excited to have you guys here with us today. Feel free, again, drop your questions in the chat along those subjects. Again, this is Tech Talk with Chris. Make sure you follow us on all the social media down below so that you know when we go live. We typically go live right here on Amazon Live at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We try to go live every day, at least every weekday. So stay tuned. The social media will let you know if for some reason we're not going live. But I appreciate you guys coming out. Not sure how many times I can say how excited I am to be back. Like, I love live streaming. I love being able to just go live. So today what we're going to talk about, I think I actually broke my my mount, so I'm trying to get it in a good position. I twisted it way too hard too many times and moved it. But so right now, we're super duper excited to be with you guys today. It is Maono Monday. You know how it is. We're usually talking about Maono microphones, budget microphones. That's right for your live streaming, for your podcasting, for everything that you're trying to do live on the computer. We have the solutions for you currently. If you're watching on YouTube side, come over to Amazon Live. It should be the first link in the description. That will bring you over so that way you can actually see the products that we're talking about on Amazon Live as we discuss this. Again, if you're watching the replay, same thing as well. Just hit that link and you can actually see the actual products we're talking about. Currently, the first item in the carousel is this microphone right here. Again, this is a Maono Monday. This is a sponsored stream, so we appreciate all the love that they show us with the product that they give us to test right here live on the stream. And I'm super excited. I'm supposed to do this like Thursday, but some things came up and time messed up. So super excited to be able to share this with you today. Today, we're going to jump right in, and we have a few microphones to test that we're going to dive in. Again, the one highlighted right now is this one. It's highlighted. This is the one that I'm using currently. I've been using it for about 3 or 4 months or so. I actually swapped out an AKG mic that I was using, a large diaphragm, a condenser that I was using for forever. I had bought it just for if I was doing studio type stuff. I got this microphone in, and I honestly, for the way that it sounds, and at $75, I was like, yo, this is a no-brainer. Like, I'm gonna use this microphone. And it's been working ever since. It's the one I connect. I use it for Zoom. I actually plug it into my mixer when I'm doing stuff on Clubhouse. So any of the social networks that I'm using it for, I'm using this particular microphone. Again, one of the differences between this microphone and some of the other ones we'll talk about, and again, personal preference. I like an XLR microphone versus a USB. Just to get personal, one of those, like, I'm an audiophile, so I want the purest. Like, can we get it as analog as possible before we make it digital? So that's why I use this particular version of the microphone, XLR version. But today I got some really cool options I wanted to show you guys. Any of the other microphones in the carousel we have gone over, except for the two that we're doing today because they're new. But everything in the carousel we've tried to live on stream. So make sure that if you're looking down below, you'll see one of them that says the Amazon store. If you go there, you'll see more videos, and it'll actually have all of the live content of us going over these microphones, plugging them in live on the channel and testing them out so that you can actually hear how they sound. So I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to listen to it. Use your ears and go, is this the microphone for me? Does it sound great? Does it sound not? Do I have a little more money so I can get a higher end one? Again, we're in the $75 range, where this one is going to be, to me, I like it again because it's XLR. There is a USB version of this one that's in the carousel. So if you don't want to, because with this you have to buy an interface, so it ends up costing a little bit more to make the setup. So if you're looking for great quality and you just want to be able to plug in, plenty of options down below for you. And we're going to get into some today. We're going to test them live on air, or I guess this is live on stream, not air, but live on stream, so that you can actually hear them for yourself. And as we're going, feel free to drop any questions that you have in the chat. We would love to talk about it. But hey, I want to jump on in and get started so we don't, because this time will get away from us really quickly. So first mic up. Let's see. First mic up. We're gonna talk about is. Oh man, I don't know. I got a couple. I don't know. Let me see which one I want to start with. Right. Try to make room. So first one we're going to start with, I'm highlighting down below. It's the first item in the carousel. It is going for $58.99. I'll show you the product page really quickly. Again, I'd rather let you guys listen to it and hear how it sounds. But I'll show it to you guys just so you can kind of see what it looks like, get a good idea. This is what we're going to be pulling out of the box right here. This is the A04T. A04T. This is a, again, USB, all USB microphone. It's going to, and it comes with this tabletop stand. What's going on, Marco in the house? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. As always, guys, if you're new to the channel and you're unfamiliar in the chat and you're like, what is that blue check mark? Blue check mark means that they are also an Amazon Live creator. And if they're in my chat and they're talking to me, that means they're a good friend of mine. So make sure that you go check out their channel as well. Appreciate you stopping in, Marco. What's going on, Julie? How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great day. I appreciate you taking the time out to stop in. How was your weekend and all of the great things. Appreciate you said good, so I'm glad to hear that. Marco said my pleasure. Nice. Appreciate you guys. So this first microphone that we're jumping into, again, this is coming with everything that is shown right here. It comes with this table stand. It comes with the pop filter, USB cable, that shock mount that goes on top. I'm actually going to pull it out of the box and show you guys live. And then I'm actually going to plug it in to the stream. And you know how nervous that always makes me. But we're going to do it live. And I'm going to add it in and we're going to do a mic test. I'm going to let you compare the difference in the microphones. I'll even show you kind of what I do in the background to show you that it's a fair shot so that you can hear it. I'm not doing anything crazy. And we're going to jump in. Julie, appreciate that follow. That means so much. We're on this road to 2,000 followers. So if you're not already, join the Cool Kids Club and be like Julie and hit that follow button. If you are on desktop or laptop and you hover over the video, follow will appear in the top left. If you're on mobile, tap the video one time and the follow will appear down below. If you're over on the YouTube side, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And then come over to Amazon Live so you can see the products we're talking about in the carousel. So, let's get started. All right. So there it is right here. This is the box that's going to come in. The A04T. It's a little different because the other ones I show you are like a little longer cylinder. Longer, not cylinder. Slimmer, I guess would be the thing. This one, of course, it comes with a desktop stand in it. So it's a little bit heavier. So I'm going to just warn you if you don't see me holding it up for long. That's why. All right. So let's pop this open and we'll show you what comes in it. All right, so we're getting the cushion and everything's right in there. So we're gonna pull all this out. You do get a windscreen with it as well. I don't normally use them, but depending on how you talk and all that, you would want to. Shock mount comes in there, as well as this is going to be the pole to go into the base of the stand. And then we have the microphone itself. So this is it. It's a USB microphone. Maono, as you can see right there, just USB. That's it. So just a great USB microphone. No bells and whistles. No, this one doesn't have an audio jack or anything like that, nor the gain knob. But again, we're coming in at $58.99 with the stand. A lot of times the stands are $20 to $25 by themselves. So I think it's definitely a decent price point as well. This one comes with a pop filter. And to keep it fair, I'm not going to put the pop filter or the windscreen on. It does, again, come with both. I normally don't use them personally, so I'm going to give you the fair test. This one doesn't have one, so when I play the other one, it will have one. Literally, we're just going here, and we're just spinning in. And this base is heavy, so don't try that at home, just spinning it like that, because it will fall on you. If you see here, knob loosens it up so we can get a little taller. So you may or may not be able to see this in the shot. That's why I kind of need to get I need to get a second camera, maybe from a different angle, so you can see what's going on. And then we're going here. The shock mount is just going to screw right on top. Boom. There it is. And here we go. Full stand built. I mean, what was that? 30 seconds. So full stand's built in 30 seconds. And again, you got it tall enough. Hell yeah, so you can see it. You can see it in the video. Again, you're going to come with the USB cable, just a regular USB A to B cable. It does not look like it's 3.0. Look like it only needs 2.0. So that's always great to know. With the microphone, you always want to make sure, again, that the label is facing you. Generally speaking, most microphones, the label is going to be the front. And then you just squeeze and drop the microphone right in. Oh, man. I actually like this. What's going on? Diana Mosley stopping in. I appreciate the follow. Hopefully you're doing well today. Feel free to drop any questions in the chat, guys. Always remember, I am here to help you. We want to make sure you guys get the right gear for the right setup. So feel free to drop your questions in the chat about the gear we're talking about or anything tech, gaming, or streaming related. Wow, this cable is actually longer than 6 feet. Yeah, I mean, that's 6 feet. This is actually like almost a 10-foot USB cable. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's almost a 10-foot USB cable. That actually excites me. I actually might swap this out for something else I got that I need a longer cable for. So again, we're just plugging in the bottom. All right, here's the moment of truth. Truth? I guess truth. I don't even know what that word actually is, but here's the moment of truth. So I'm going to plug this in. And so hopefully it's not going to just take over. That's the one thing I'm always concerned about when I'm going live. That something will just jump in and take over the whole system. So here we go, plugging in. All right, sweet. Check. All right, cool. So it looks like we're still using the regular microphone. All right. So give you a dark background, and then I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to add an input to my interface. And again, I'm still talking on my first microphone. So what you hear is over here. I'm going to add another interface. I'm going to add this microphone. Let's see if I can show you guys. All right, sweet. So this is what it looks like on my computer to add an interface to my streaming software. We'll add an audio input. We'll go to the drop down. And this is going to be, all right, wasn't paying attention. This has a bunch of other mics in there that I've tested. Let's go with USB condenser. I think that's one that wasn't in there. Let's see. Marco jumped in, said Maono's making great gear, great design, sound, and price. Yeah, that's honestly the thing that I've been liking about them is that, like, it's one of those things that, like, I'm used to just being like, I'll pay $1,000 because in my head, it should be worth $1,000. You know, when it comes to like studio gear and stuff. But I've been using this $75 microphone for how long? And I've used, $300 microphones or $400 microphones. And like this one, I like it. Like it's light, it's out of the way, like it's crazy. It comes with everything you need. So like a lot of these mics come with the boom stands. Like this one obviously comes with the table stand if you'd rather have that. My thought process for this honestly is if I was doing a podcast and we were at a table. So like right now it's a little hard for me because my keyboard sits right here. But if we're at a table and we're doing a podcast and my laptop can just be to the side for the recording, like this would be the perfect scenario. Get a couple of these, plug them into the computer, and then just go back and forth. All right, cool. So we're going to add this one. Hit OK. Sorry, you're going to hear two. All right, cool. Check. All right, there we go. Cool. So I just want to make sure. Let me turn the music down. All right, so now you should only be hearing, again, this is the original microphone that I was using. Check. 1, 2. What you're looking at now, this is the volume control for the stream software. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to let you see. So with the USB microphone and like the microphone I have, there's no gain control on the microphone itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match this. Let's see. My mic that I'm talking on now, I think is at 90%. So there you go. You see that. And then we're going to bring the other one. And we'll put this one down to 90%. So check, check, check. So check, check, check. 1, 2, 2, 2. This is popping up at about -12 to -9. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to talk to the other one just so I can match the level. If you're looking at the level, we're looking at post level. Pre-level is how it goes in. Post is what it's going to actually put out. So we want to match it so that it can be an equal test. So check, check, check. 1, 2, 2, 2. Check, check. 1, 2, 2, 2. 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, sweet. All right, so I'm going to put my ears in so that I can monitor it as well. I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to put them in the front. I never do it. I never do it this way because I feel like these are definitely meant to go behind your back, down your shirt. Hide them, and again, because I come from live event space, so the point is to not see all the cables. But since we're just doing a test, we're going to do it like this. All right, cool. So right now you're listening to me on the regular microphone. This is my microphone I came into the show with, and so I'm going to put it in my ears so I can hear it. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now I got a good volume in my ears so I can hear the test. So I'm going to mute the microphone in my head and put the new microphone in. Okay, you ready? So now I'm talking into the new microphone. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the microphone that I have highlighted down below on the Amazon side. This is the Maono A04T. T is in Tom. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you guys think? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, what's going on? That's a little what's the word? Overdriven if I get in and I'm like talking really loud. But it's like this USB mic already has a lot of gain on it, which is actually good because you just put it in there. You don't have to worry about changing it. And let's check our settings again. I just want to make sure there was no extra gain. So this right here, this is the second microphone. This is the one that's in a carousel. So you guys let me know. What do you think about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to change back to the regular one. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I'm going to turn it up a little bit in my head. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. See, this is a little louder. I can actually bring this down a little more. Check. 1, 2, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I think it sounds good, especially for a USB mic. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm swap again. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got both of them going. No wonder it sounds crazy. All right, check that. I was in my head like, why does this sound so crazy? And then I realized because I still had both open. So this is the original microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the new microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm actually pretty happy with this microphone. The gain on this thing is crazy. Like it's super duper loud. Let me turn check 1 2. Yeah, this is probably more where I would live at on this one. 40%. Check 1 2 3 4. And if you look, I'm literally thumb to pinky away from it. So I mean, what's that? 8 to 10 inches, maybe. So check 1 2. What's going on, Amazon customer? Appreciate the follow. So I'm happy with that test. I think that's a good quality mic. Again, comes with a table stand. So let's look at it again. I'm talking into it, so it's gonna be a little crazy. But check 1 2. But you do get the table stand that comes with it. Comes with a shock mount, microphone. Like I think this is a good setup. Again, we're at 58.99 for this. I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go swap this out. I'm gonna take this out of my ears, and we're gonna swap back to the regular mic, so we can jump into the next microphone to be tested today. So let's get that. All right, check. All right, cool. So you guys should be able to hear me regularly. Take those out of my ears just so I can get this stuff ready. So we're gonna go ahead and unplug. All right, check. 1 2 is my volume. Yep, volume's still jumping, so we should be good. This is the regular microphone. We're back to it. Again, we just showed you off the AU04. I think it was a successful test. I think that was a successful test. I like it. I think it's great. So the next ones I want to show you, this is actually pretty cool. So this particular one is actually going to be called. I have two different microphones, right? We already tested one of them, so I'm not going to test both of them, but I do want to just mention the other one. So we were talking. I'm usually down in Blue. I mean, Blue has good products, right? But like prices, I'm trying to get you guys the right budget microphones, right? So Maono sent me this one a while back. I tested it again. If you go back to the streams, you'll see where I've tested this microphone live on air. It is called. Let's see. You see it? My bad. Put it in front of my face. The Fairy Light. The Fairy Light. This microphone. It's a comparison to the Blue Yeti. They have a version called the Blue Nano, and this is what I was trying to tell people. Like the Blue Nano, I think it's $100. This particular one is 60. So I have it highlighted down below, so you can check this one out. Again, this is the Fairy Light. This one's 60. I'm going to show you this one just because the other one I have is the Big Brother or Big Sister, sorry, depending on how you want to call it. But I want to show you so I can compare the physical size for you. So this first one again, this is the Fairy Light. The Fairy Light. Here it is. It's the size of my hand to give you a good reference. Okay. It has the right here. It has a gain knob. Gain knob right here. It has a push button mute, as well as it has a headphone volume. Because on the back, not only do you get the USB to plug it in, but you get a headphone jack so that you can actually listen to the audio from this in your head directly, which is cool because then you don't have to get an interface. You literally, again, plug and play USB. Again, this one's only $60 compared to like $100 Yeti Nano. Check this out. If you go look at my old videos, you'll actually see where we spoke about this mic. We actually live tested it just like we did today. What I wanted to show you though is they actually sent me the Fairy. Make sure I highlight this down below for you so you know where to find it. So the Fairy is the Big Brother, right? This is $70. See that? So this was $70. Again, this would compare to the if you're already in the world, right? This compares to like the Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti, I think currently is. I actually want to see. Where'd my window go? Oh, there it is. All right. Let's see. Blue Yeti. is about 130. Again, this microphone right here, $70. So let me show you this one real quick. This again is the Fairy by Maono. Alright, I'll show you guys that one. So this is the Fairy by Maono. Again, this is coming with some of the same features. I'm going to pull it out the box. We're going to plug it in. And then here you go. Oh, there it goes. So this one is this is the 903, if I'm not mistaken. What's the one? Yeah, because the other one is the 902. Yeah, so the previous one I showed you, again, is the 902. This other one is going to be the 903. So it's showing you in picture the difference. And so one of the main differences that this has is if you understand patterns, speech patterns, and how you speak into a microphone. Cardioid is going to be speaking like from the front. So if this is the front, it's going to be coming out straight forward, kind of a bubbly shape. Versus Omni means it's going to pick up everything all the way around it. So the larger one has the option for Omni. So a reason that you would use that is, say you only have one microphone. Say we're doing an interview at a table, and it's a close enough table. Maybe we're a couple. See, Marco jumped in and said it as I was saying it. So you see what I'm saying. I'm not paying Marco to be here. He's just in the chat chilling. But he said the same thing I'm saying. Basically, because it's Omni, you turn it on omnidirectional, and we'll go into it so you can kind of see. But that way you can literally sit in between both of you, and it will capture both person's conversation. The warning that I will give you about omnidirectional, it sounds great, but I just want to warn you. I don't want you to be like, you didn't tell me this. Is that when it's omnidirectional, the idea is it's picking up everything around it, so it will pick up more room noise. So if you're in a room and you have a fan going, AC, you're next to a window, so fire trucks are flying by, it's going to pick that up too. A lot of mics will pick up most of that. But again, with a cardioid or even a shotgun style where it's unidirectional, those tend to block some of that out. Omni is literally going to pick up everything around you. So one of the goals would be, one, to find a decent gain level where both of you can speak out and enunciate from far away. You can talk and talk louder so that it picks up your voice, but you don't have to worry about it picking up other stuff. So keep that in mind. That is one of the dangers of omnidirectional. I want to make sure I always give you guys both sides of the coin. Same thing again. Once you pull it out, it's going to have the same. Yep. And Marco saying, yeah, and that's it. Definitely, yeah. I don't get into the softwares too much just because I try to keep it simple. But that's such a good point, Marco, is that there definitely are softwares. He suggested one called Crisp that would help you take out some of the extra room noise. So that's the extra. That is the extra. Yeah, see, that's a lot of stuff. Like, personally, if I were doing it, I'd just take it out and post. But I try not to make it all complicated for people just getting started. So I haven't done this in a while, guys. I forgot. I've just been on this roll of testing microphones. But if you're new and this is your first time watching, you're not sure what you're watching, welcome to Tech Talk with Chris Live. This is the live edition on Amazon Live. This one we're talking specifically about products. It is Maono Monday, so we're doing some Maono microphone test live on the air. We've already tested one microphone, so if you come back and watch the replay, the first part, you'll see one of the microphones that we tested out. Right now, we're jumping into comparing what we have. We have the Fairy Light. I'm just going to show you. We already did one of these, but we do have the Fairy, which will be breaking out of the box and trying right here live on this video. As always, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. Everything tech, gaming, and streaming related. So again, simple. It's gonna be simple packaging. Again, it comes with the goodie card, warranty information. Inside this box, we'll have the USB, and this is gonna be the microphone. So again, there you go, microphone. So same thing like we said before. You got your gain knob right here. You got your volume for your headphones, and as you look at the back, you do have your USB. You have your headphone jack, so you can listen directly on the microphone instead of having an interface. And then this is your, right now it's in cardioid. If you see that, it's flipped down. If you push it up, it'll be an omnidirectional where it'll pick up everything. So what we'll do is when we do this test, I'll compare it to the microphone I'm using, as well as I will flip the switch so you can hear the difference. Cool? So let's open this up. Again, only thing else in there is the accessory box, which is what we're going to use. It's going to have the USB cable in it. I have to like hire an assistant for my shows so they can like put all this stuff back in boxes for me. All right, so here we go. This is some of the things that you go with, right? The one thing is like this cable is not as long as the one I just had. The one I just had was like a 10-foot cable. This was probably 5 feet, maybe that 5 feet. So again, like before, we're just gonna plug this in, and then I plug my ears right into this. So we're plugging in. So be patient just in case. So we're plugging in and. Check, check, check. Oh, so it looks like you guys maybe can hear me, but you're getting my old video. See, this is what happens when you're live and you do it live. Let's see. All right. There we go. You guys see me? Yep. That's hilarious. So now you guys can see why I don't always like testing stuff live because literally all I did was plugged in the microphone and it did that. So, generally speaking, you want to make sure that you're all good before you go live. But again, we're testing. So next time maybe I'll plug everything in before we go. So, um, yeah, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. So hopefully now we'll see if this thing actually still works. All right. So if you look, what's going on? All right. Ooh, this is crazy. So what in the world? All right. So if you look, you see that's red. If you push it, it turns green. And now my camera's flickering. This is crazy. All right. So I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna unplug this thing. Still flickering. Might have to switch cameras. Uh-oh. All right. Well, there we go. That is how the show goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. All right, you got me. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can reset this one other way real quick. So here, check this out. This is the microphone that we're using. All right, half a second. All right, let's see if the camera comes back now. All right. Sweet. All right, so it looks like we're back. Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry about all those technical difficulties there, but what I'm assuming is that this needs a little more power than my box was trying to give it. So I may have to come back and stream about this one tomorrow. I may have to do the test tomorrow because it seems that the possibility is that I didn't have enough power in my what is this thing called? My little USB box, because my USB box is not powered. So if this microphone needed a little more power than a little more juice than it was ready to give, that could be what kind of gave everything a jolt and knocked my microphone off. So this is a pure example of why testing stuff live is not fun. Well, it's fun to me because it happens and it is what it is. But appreciate you guys coming out again. This is your first time to the channel. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you're on desktop or laptop, hover over the video, hit follow in the top left. If you're on mobile, tap the video one time and the follow button will appear down below. As always, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. We talk everything tech, gaming, and streaming related right here on this channel. Drop any of your questions that you may have, even if it's not technically about what we're talking about. Again, we just want to make sure you guys get the right gear for the right setup. The microphone, the original microphone that I started with, I want to highlight it again because it looks like as we were talking, a sale just started for it. It is normally $74.99. It looks like currently it is on a special. Let me see, show you guys. It is on a limited special though. It looks like limited special. What's going on, my man Phil Hill? No Smart Home Tech. Always, bro. I do my best to always be there for you, man. I appreciate you because you stop in all the time. You're always dropping that knowledge. Again, as always, guys, you see the guys in my chat, or fellas and ladies in my chat, if they got that blue check mark and they're in my chat, that means they're a friend of mine, and that means that they are amazing Amazon Live creators. So make sure to check them out below. I don't know the last time Marco went live, but I know for sure Phil just got off of live. So since you didn't catch it, if you go down below, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up in the tech section. It might be home. I'm gonna scroll down. Yep. If you go into the tech section, or electronics is what it says, you'll see Phil Hill knows Smart Home Tech. And he talks about all that stuff to get your house smarter than smarter than we are sometimes. It's crazy. Man, Phil, you just missed it, man. I was going crazy. I plugged something into my computer and everything just went haywire. But that's the joy of live streaming. We love it. But again, as you guys see on here right now, the microphone that I'm currently using, it's normally $74.99. It is on special for $55.24. So you're saving about $20, a little under $20. And it looks like this is wow, this is a lightning deal. It's only available for 16 minutes. 16 minutes. So make sure that's crazy. It just started because when I was showing you guys earlier, it wasn't on special, and only 2% are claimed. So let's see. It just says applicable promos. Oh, it also showing you some other. If you look on the drop down right here, it'll actually show you some of the other microphones that looks like they are all Maono microphones that you can throw in the cart as well on special. Say five, say five, say five. So make sure that you check those out. I'm super excited. Sorry guys that I didn't get to show you guys the this one, but what I'll do is when I come back later in the week, I'll make sure to do this one all by itself, and I'll have it plugged in before we go live. I wish I did it on purpose. I could have acted like I could have played it off like I did it on purpose. But yeah, I have this microphone that I was showing right here. This is the Fairy by Maono, and so I was going to go show it, and I think it needs more power than I was ready to give it. And I have my little USB dongle that doesn't have power in it, and it already has my interface and the camera plugged into it directly. So like once I plug this microphone in, that Joker, all my stuff stopped. So I had to like reset all my stuff live. So it's pretty crazy. What's up, Chris? Chris, I don't even want to try to pronounce your last name because I don't want to crush it. What kind of? It depends on what price range you're in. Normally, I normally recommend all the Elgato stuff. Um, but I know they're not always budget friendly. I just highlighted the one that I'm currently using. And let me take that back. I'll put the cam link in there, which is about 110, so it's a little less than what I'm using. Uh, and it also depends on what you're streaming. If you're just trying to get a camera in there, then the cam link. If you're trying to get like a video games, if you're a gaming streamer, I would go with the first one that I showed you, because that has an output as well, so that you can watch what you're playing on the stream. Um, and there, so if it's like budget, if like that's still a little high for you, I would just Google capture cards, because anything below that I wouldn't personally recommend, just because I haven't used it. But there are some options in there that'll do 1080p just fine at 20. It's like $25, and basically it's like a knockoff of the Cam Link. So there would be some good options there if you're looking for something cheaper. Again, I just wouldn't recommend them. I know Elgato's work, and that's why I stick with them. Like this, my camera stuff was going crazy earlier, and literally all I did was unplug it, plugged it back in, and it popped back up because it wasn't the Elgato that messed up. It was actually my other dongle that kind of messed it up. So yeah, if you're a gamer, I would use uh this is the one I'm currently using, and I got this one because again, I was doing when I first started streaming, I was doing console streaming. I wasn't doing PC. So this one you can do HDMI input and USBs to the computer so it can capture it, but then it also has an HDMI output so you can put it on a monitor and like play on a regular size screen instead of like inside your OBS software. So that definitely would be what I would look at. What's going on, Ryan? Appreciate the follow. Hopefully you're doing well. Definitely appreciate that. If you guys aren't already, be like Ryan and join the Cool Kids Club and hit that follow button for me. It's the free way to show that you support me. Maybe I gave you some kind of value of some sort. Ryan says, have you ever built a custom gaming PC? Not with my hands, no. I have not. I do recommend it. I basically buy pre-builds, or well, let me say it this way: I'll customize it to the point that I like pay somebody else to put it together. So like the build that I'm using currently, streaming from and playing from, is an Alienware that I customized. But again, I let them do it. I let them do all the overclocking and all of that. My man Ryan, you got the blue check, man. Have you been going live? Uh, Chris, you're totally welcome. Thank you for the follow. I totally appreciate it. Nice. What's your channel? Is your channel under Ryan? Like if I scroll down, will I see it down below? I'm always super excited to connect with people. That's why I just love connecting with other creators and I'm not one of those haters. I want to shout everybody out. So as you see, as we talked about all day, guys, if they come in the chat, they got the blue check. They are Amazon Live creators as well. But I always ask because some people have it. But oh, Ryan said I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, that's the only reason I can recognize it is because of that blue check mark. We're this is kind of sidebar, but we have a community on Facebook that we of Amazon Live creators where we meet up and talk and connect, so that maybe sometimes a lot of people are connected in there where they're doing live streams together and helping each other out. So it's super, super amazing because we're just trying to make great content because we love this platform. So, feel free to go check that out and join one of the admins. So I'd be glad to, approve you. Yeah, just so you can connect. Do. But yeah, that's super dope. Are you? Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to do. I was about to look down below. He said gaming badly. Sorry, I saw something else. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's all we talk here. Tech, gaming, and streaming are related. That's what we do. So yeah, go ahead, drop your question. I'll be glad to answer it for you. And as always, my man Lim drops on the YouTube side. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing well. Had a great conversation with you on Clubhouse this morning. Yeah, I'm all over. I'm all over these social media streets. I just try to stay in everything. Let's see. I want to connect the Nintendo Switch to my laptop so I can stream out. So I can stream out the connect of Switch games. What device do I need? Oh man, you came right in time. Actually, the one I highlighted right there. That's what I would use. I was talking to. Was I talking to Chris before you? Yeah, I think me and Chris were just talking about it. Yep, me and Chris were just talking about it. So this device is it's a capture card, just like you would use for your camera. But the reason I suggest this one is because it has a one. You go HDMI out of your Switch into the capture card. It'll USB to your computer, and then on the other side of this capture card, it has an HDMI out. So that way you can go to your TV. Like if you just want to play Switch on a separate TV, instead of trying to play it inside of your streaming software, that's why I suggest this one because it basically gives you a monitor out. So that's what I used when I started. That's what I'm using now currently. I have my camera hooked into it now, but I used to stream Xbox originally before I got into PC. So I use that so that I can actually play and still have my monitor for my stream. Yes. So appreciate that. Hopefully that answers that question. Let me know if you need a follow up or some more explanation. But that's the simple, yeah, yeah, for sure, bro. That's it. That's all we talk, man. We talk about streaming. So always here to help. We try to make sure everybody gets the right gear for the right setup. We don't want you guys to have all the wrong stuff. We want you to have the right stuff. We don't want you to go overboard if you don't need it. But we're happy to show you all the cool things. We appreciate you guys stopping in for this. Again, it started out, this is Maono Monday. So we're doing the Maono microphones. Again, I'll be back probably one day this week. Hopefully maybe Thursday. I think I stream for them again. But maybe Thursday. We'll actually plug this microphone in before we go live and test it, so it doesn't crush the system. Let's see. I got you, Chris. I got another question for you then, Chris. If you're doing a dual PC setup, I think you said you were using OBS. Yeah, you said you were using Streamlabs OBS. Another option for you, since it's dual PC, is that if you don't want to, so this is one option because it's the hardwire way, right? There is another way that you can do what's called NDI. Um, it is Nancy, D as in David, I as in Igloo, and you would have to download an app for Streamlabs OBS that will allow it to come in. But basically, all you have to do is put them on the same network. So like I'm not sure if you're doing if you're doing wireless or wired. So like for me, when I'm playing off my laptop, excuse me, my laptop and my desktop are all wired into my router, and I just use the router as a switch basically, and it goes over the Ethernet and comes into my streaming software. And like I said, that's called NDI. Um, and so usually with OBS, I think there's like a free version of some app because there's tons of apps for OBS. So I would check that out, as well as another option if you didn't want to go the hardware route. Yes, but this option I talked about will work as well. It's the same. It's the same, just HDMI versus the Ethernet. The Ethernet works really good too. I did it mainly because I didn't want to buy another capture card at the time, which I do want to. I do want to get another capture card now, but I also want to get another PC. So that's a whole nother, whole nother conversation. It's like six. It's like six in one hand, half a dozen in the other for real. It worked really, really well for me. Literally, the only reason I'm doing it now is because the only reason I'm not using it now is because the graphics card on my laptop isn't acting right, so I can't play. So I've been having to play and stream on the same computer, which is pretty crazy, but I made it work. But it's not for everybody. It doesn't work well for everybody because you definitely got to have a beast of a system to make it happen. But yeah, it's just one or the other. I personally, all things considered, at the end, like money's no option, money's not an issue. I would go the hardwire route, and that's what I plan to do with the next PC build, as I do plan to get more capture cards. That is the plan. I don't know. I'm on the fence, man, because NDI is so great. I mean, you're talking about, especially on a good switch. I mean, you're talking about a gig speed per second. Like, you know, the capture card is, I don't know. I don't know how you compare the speeds between Ethernet and HDMI, but it's about the same. I don't know. It's just personal preference, for honestly. Some people can't make the NDI work, and that's usually why like the hardware option is quicker and easier. Yes. So appreciate that. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Again, we're live here every day, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Man, I was supposed to do lights tomorrow, but still waiting on them to confirm some stuff. So hopefully, I think I got pushed to next week again. So that's the whole point. That's the whole messed up part, messing with outside people. But super excited again on this channel. We talk everything tech, gaming, streaming related. This is Tech Talk with Chris, Amazon Live Edition. We threw YouTube in today, just allowed them to watch. But again, we're focused on Amazon because we like to talk about the products in the carousel. As always, if you have any questions, we got a few more minutes. If you guys want to drop any last minute questions in the chat, we'd be glad to go over that. Again, we'll come back with the other mic review later to show. So we can test to see how great that mic is. But I'm kind of glad that it happened live because that kind of shows you that's what's up with live. Live, anything can happen, and making sure that you get the right gear is always the thing. Make sure you test it. Make sure you know what it's going to do. In that instance, I did not, and it did not work out well for me. Luckily, the stream didn't stop, so no monkey, no shop, no show. Stick with the NDI. I mean, it's already set up. Thanks for the info. Yeah, for sure, Chris. For sure, Chris. I appreciate you dropping in and asking the questions. Sweet, sweet. Again, just so you guys know, again, the microphone that I'm using currently. What's the time left on it? It's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on that deal. That's crazy. That deal was like a 20-minute deal because we've been on since 2 and it didn't show up until like a few minutes ago. So I don't know if that was like a 15, 20-minute lightning deal. But again, you got 2 more minutes to save $20 on this particular microphone. That's why I highlighted it again. Wish I'd have known that. I'd have actually set that up to be a thing, but I had no clue. Had no clue. Oh, Phantom Power Mixer. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping in. I feel like the countdown. I feel like I should count down the sale of this microphone. This is pretty amazing. I got like a couple more minutes. If anybody has any last minute questions, be glad to drop those in the chat. Catch up with you guys. Make sure you follow us at all the social media down below. Again, we're here at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We try to be here every day. If you follow us on the social media, specifically the Instagram, we'll be able to tell you if something comes up and we don't go live. I'll post it there in the stories. Um, but yeah, tomorrow, what will we talk about tomorrow? Hey, if you got a specific question and you're like, hey, can you talk about this tomorrow? Let me know. Just hit me on the social media and I'll be glad to make a topic, because I did not plan out this week's topics yet because I thought I had some and everything got pushed. So, content creation at its finest. I appreciate you guys. My man Noah said, what are you thinking of the upsets in March Madness? So, it's crazy, right? So I haven't been following close, but like, yeah, the underdogs thing is crazy. I feel like there was a couple. I feel like there was a couple people that got put out, or not really put out, but got to drop out because of COVID. Like, that's kind of crazy. Or maybe I shouldn't say the C word on the YouTube side, but they got dropped out because of sickness and all of that. This is crazy. Yeah, Sweet 16 as an 11. Dang, yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's been a while since, in my opinion, since they've been a powerhouse. Um, I just feel like, I mean, the whole like past year and year obviously has been crazy, and it's kind of flipping everything around where you're kind of at the mercy of like who just still has that drive to go, right? What's up? Piper says, "Do I need a soundboard to podcast?" It just depends on how. It honestly just depends on what your setup is. There's like 20 different ways to do that. Do you need a soundboard? Not necessarily. Like if you're gonna record into a computer, you can get USB microphones. Like if you look at my carousel right now, have a bunch of different USB options. And you can just literally USB it into the computer and then record to whatever native software you have. If you're on Mac, you'll have GarageBand for free already on there. If you're on PC and you need something free, you can use Audacity is free. Last time I checked, it was still free. And then, of course, there's plenty of paid options, the Pro Tools and Logics and all that stuff in the world. So you can definitely check those out. Oh, I see somebody's bakery popped up and they're talking about cameras. That's interesting. That's super interesting. My bad, guys. I got nosy to see who else was jumping in. So, yeah, but that's one of the ways, USB microphone. If you wanted to record, if you wanted to record, there's a couple different options. If you wanted to record, like just directly to a device, if you just want to grab a couple microphones and plug into a little recorder. Again, it depends on how many people. So feel free to drop, if you have some clarifying questions, feel free to drop those in. I'll be glad to break that down for you. But yeah, it just ends up being a lot more questions than answers because there are so many different options. Just trying to figure out why my phone's going crazy. Apparently, it's 3,000 Clubhouse rooms ready to go right now. Sweet. Sweet. All right, I'm going to head out, guys. Again, we'll be here at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Right back here, same place, same time. If you want a quick way to find me, Tech Talk with Chris.live. That'll bring you right back here to Amazon Live. So you can check out the live videos. What's up, YouTube? Appreciate you guys for kicking it with us today. Sorry that it was like Amazon Live influence. I'm trying to get better at like separating the content, but just trying to throw some stuff up and see what sticks and see what people like. But catch you guys. Marco, take it easy. No, appreciate you. Piper, Chris, he says I have a PC and it's only me, but I want but I do want guests. Um yeah, I would just the simple would be just to get a couple USB mics and plug them directly in. Of course, if your guests are live, you do the USB microphones and you just record right onto your PC. Um if the very first item in my carousel, that was one of the first mics I tested out today. So if you go back and watch the replay, you can hear how it sounds. But that very first one is $59. It's USB. It comes with that table stand, which is to me a pretty good option. Especially what I said it was for podcasting, because you're at a table versus like I'm at a desk, so I need a boom arm. just because I have so much gear on the desk. But if you're just at a table talking back and forth, perfect. And then you can get two of those, plug them right into the laptop, and record right then. So that'd be a good option. That's what I would check. Sweet, sweet. Hey, you're welcome. Appreciate you stopping in. Again, if you guys haven't already on your way out, make sure you guys hit that follow button. If you hover over the video, hit follow in the top left. If you are on mobile, tap the video one time. Follow will appear down below the video. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys so much. We love doing this. Again, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Tech Talk with Chris.live brings you right to the Amazon Live channel. So we'll check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Troy, appreciate the follow on my way out, bro. Love it, love it, love it.